Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Beauty and the Beard Bedtime Stories. I'm the Beard.
I'm the beauty.
Yeah, we're back. We apologize for the little hiatus lately. I've been busy, she's been busy, but we're here. We're ready to read a story and have some fun. What are we reading tonight, Kate?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know
You
that.
trace the letters, but you don't know what it is?
Yeah, I don't know how to spell that.
It's called The Girl with Big, Big Questions by Britney Lee. Or Britney Winn Lee, excuse me. Illustrated by Jacob Silva. Alright, you ready? I'm excited. We ain't read in a little bit. I mean, we read, but we haven't made a video in a little bit, so we're excited to be back. Alright, see what we got. The Girl with the Big, Big Questions. You ready? You want to snuggle up with me? Yeah.
This Testament.
Would you leave them crusty feet alone, girl? Alright, here we go.
I just hit my
Here we go. Listen. There was once a girl with twinkling eyes and a very curious mind. This girl was always asking questions whose answers weren't easy to find. Alright. Little girl down here. The world is so very interesting. She wanted to learn all she could, from what makes a plane stay in the sky to what makes each person good. You alright? So she's thinking about all kinds of stuff here. Hey, quit picking your nose, man. It's gross. Her days were filled with adventures galore, since her mind was so full of wonder. How long could a turtle stay in its shell? How does lightning come before the thunder? Why can't people live on the moon? What happens when the stars, when they fall? When will you let me stay up all night? And why do I even have a bedtime? There she is. What does the dog do while I'm at school? Hey, how was the whole world made? And why do we have big hearts that can feel hurt and upset and afraid? So she's asking why hearts can feel all these things. What do you think? You ever get sad or hurt or afraid?
I only get afraid.
You get afraid? Afraid of what?
Being by myself.
By yourself. Girl, you're never going to be by yourself.
When I'm by myself on my room while I sleep.
You're by yourself in your room where you sleep?
Yeah.
I'm not sleeping with you. You kicking the bed.
You can sleep on the other side.
Sleep on the other side? Okay. Could I fly if I got a good running start? The nearest volcano is where? Are monsters real? What is Spanish for blue? Is it okay to cut my own hair?
Yeah, somewhere.
Remember that time you cut your own hair?
Yeah.
I got mad.
My
Your mom got mad. We both had a little conversation about that.
So done.
It's okay. It was a long time ago.
That's why I have a mohawk.
You don't have a mohawk. You had a mohawk when you was a baby.
Sorry, Dad. I just busted my head. That's why you don't see my mohawk.
Okay. From the moment she opened her eyes for the day to the time she was tucked into bed, she asked and asked and asked and asked every question that popped into her head. So she's asking everybody everything. Alright, at first her neighbors, teachers, and friends tried to answer her wonder-filled mind, but after a while their encouraging smiles were replaced by the rolling of eyes. So they're starting to get fed up with all these questions. They're rolling their eyes at her a little bit. She noticed her questions were making them tense, and one day her class hit their limit. After she asked a dozen things about clouds, the class hollered, "Just please stop. Just quit. Stop." Embarrassed, the girl tried to quiet her thoughts and not raise a voice so curious, so that no one would be too uncomfortable or even be furious. She's starting to see how all her questions are impacting people. But one day she found the nest of a bird built low and exposed near the ground. Why would a nest be there why would a nest not be in a tree, she wondered, and then she looked around. So that bird's nest's not in the tree. She's trying to figure out what's going on. She was all by herself with no one to ask, so she ran to the library shelves. She read about cities and the lack of safe places for birds to build nests for themselves. So she went to the library to try to learn all the information she could about the bird nest. Like hunting for treasure, she searched and learned for answers that made her frown. With an urgent report, she announced to her class, "There are not enough trees in our town." So, after all that research in the library, she's come to the conclusion that they need more trees to be able to put the nests in. The class, now moved by this information, asked questions about how to embark on a project to help both the birds and the neighbors by planting more trees in the parks. Alright, so she got classmates intrigued by this now. They're going to try to help, looks like. The girl knew then that big questions are good and answers aren't just things to know. There are things to discover alongside each other. Asking questions is how we all grow. Alright, so they're asking questions and they're out there trying to maybe plant a few trees, it looks like. That's cool. Alright. Oh, that was the end of it. Whoops. Alright. There are things to discover alongside each other. Asking questions is how we all grow. So that's it. That's the end. That's a pretty good story there. So, hey, you ask me, you pepper me with questions all day, every day. So, that's good that you ask questions. That's how you learn stuff. Come
Daddy,
here. Come sit over here.
Daddy,
What?
why does 1 plus 2 equal 3?
1 plus 2 equals 3. Well, you got 1 of something. And you put 2 more with it. Now, how many fingers is that?
3.
3. That's how you get 3.
I don't know
Okay.
why that's how I make 3. I thought this was 3.
That's 5, man.
I thought that was 3 though. I don't really know my numbers. I only know 1, 2, and 4, and 5.
1, 2, and 4, and 5. Alright. Well, I tell you what, this has been a fun book.
5 is this one. 2 is this one. Actually, I did not know it.
The Girl with Big, Big Questions. So, we like this book. Very
Daddy.
cool, informative, makes
Hey,
you think.
why does
Why don't you sit up and quit sticking your old crusties on me?
Daddy, why does 1 plus 4 equal 5?
Because you got 1 and then you got 4 and you put them together and you get 5. Alright, so sit up here and tell them good night.
Ooh.
Sit up. Say,
Good night.
Whoa. Good night. Thanks for reading with us.
Daddy, good night!
Sit down. We will see you next time. If y'all have forgotten how energetic this child is, you've been reminded. So we'll see you next time. Good night.
Good night.
Good job, Kate. Here's your book. Oh, baby. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I tell you to sit still. That's why. I know you hit your foot on the table. You all right? Let me see. Well, hey, look at me. There's a reason Daddy tells you to be still and not flail around. All right. It's not that I'm being mean or that I don't want you to have fun. It's just that I want you to be safe. You can hurt yourself doing that. Okay? All right.
I just had to do that so I could get off.
No, you didn't have to helicopter off the couch to get down. You could have just stepped down like a normal person. That's blasphemy, being normal.
Smile. Leave your old jalopy